Oh no, Godzilla is attacking the city! Whatever could we do? What kind of super weapon could we have?
Bum ba bum bum. Mechagodzilla!
Okay. Half-assed, acted out intro. Brought to you by my imagination. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Cthulhu the Dark One, believe it or not lost my mind completely. Back with another figure review, this time of the SH Monsterarts Mechagodzilla. Another great figure. This is the second one I have. I got Space Godzilla on pre-order. And much like his non-metallic counterpart does not disappoint. Just go ahead and get a quick size comparison. There it is. Mechagodzilla is a little bit taller, and as you can see, Mechagodzilla isn't even, he's in a kind of squat-ish position. But it's accurate. Now, this is the second incarnation of Mechagodzilla. Most notable in his movie, he would have the playing Garuda that ended up attaching to him, and mostly he would just kind of hover around and shoot the shit out of Godzilla. And he had a special coating that made him immune to the fire breath, and yada 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 yada. Go watch Godzilla movies; they're awesome. But another great figure. But you know, the point is, the scale is right. If you go back and watch the movies, the Mechagodzilla was a little bit taller. Even in some of his other incarnations, the Mechagodzilla 3 was extremely taller than Godzilla. But another great... I mean, it's simple, but in its simplicity, it works. You know, you don't have a lot of textures, you don't have a lot of this or that, but it works because it looks exactly like its on-screen counterpart. You know, I said with Godzilla, like, the only thing missing is to be able to take this off and see the dude's head inside. Which I think would be a great, like, convention exclusive. That would just be hilarious. But anyway. Personally, I would have preferred, in my Godzilla lineup, a Mechagodzilla 3 figure. Just because it's more detailed and has a ton of more stuff to it. But this does not disappoint. There he is a little bit more stood up. A couple interesting things about this. His feet. The whole of his feet and this bottom ankle piece, die-cast metal. I meant to get my Clash ring so I could ting against it. You kind of hear the difference there. So he does have some weight to him. I know with the SH figure art, some of the common riders have die-cast feet. Don't really know why, but it works. And just pretty cool. I mean, like I said, in its simplicity, it works because it does. It's an exact copy of his on-screen counterpart. Same with posability. You could gripe, you know, that there's, you know, doesn't have a lot of neck articulation or whatever. But it's how it moved on screen. All you seen him on screen was look left and right a couple times, and you never even saw him look up to fly. But when he would fly, his head would be straight out. Go ahead and get into that real quick. It does not have the up and down articulation built in. As you can see, his head is firmly on there. You can see the scales-ish there. You can even see like the little techno detail on the side of his head. Just really good detail. Even has like the little, what he shot the maser out of inside of his mouth sculpted in there, so that's really cool. Yes, I said maser. Again, if you don't watch Godzilla movies, watch a couple. That is what it's called. But anyway, but you part of its gimmick, I guess you could say, on the back of the box is he can be in his flying pose, and you achieve this by basically replacing a couple pieces. This is the neck piece. What you would do is just pop this off, pop that on. That enables his head to look straight out. And then he comes with a straighter version of his tail. It'll plug in about like that-ish. So just be more straighter out. So it'd be more streamlined for flying. And of course then you could like pose the feet and stuff like that. And he also comes with his more straightened out hand. And if you're really on an off shot, even though this version of Mechagodzilla did not have it as a weapon in the movies, you could use this to play as the missile fingers. So, pretty cool. Another little thing, the belly button bling he has there. It actually escapes me at the moment the name of the weapon, but that was like, this version of Mechagodzilla is kind of like big zap weapon that would open up and come out of his abdomen there and zappy zap. But in case you do not want that piece there, you pull the top half off, pull this piece out, and you can replace it with the plain piece. So pretty cool, you know. And you know, once again, it's incredibly screen accurate. I mean, like I said, I know it looks like a big gray piece of plastic, but that's what it looked like in the movies. It was just a big gray Godzilla. But go ahead and get in on some of the little details here. Like I said, you saw inside of his mouth, the little kind of molding there on his collar piece. Kind of see like the inside of the blaster there, the kind of like tubing, finger quotes, I guess, but that's pretty cool. That's how they like hide in the joints. You can see it on his knee there too. He has it inside of those joints. See a little bit better from the back there. Even has it on the back part of his ab piece. Got his jets. I would have liked, I don't know, something, maybe see inside of that a little bit. It just kind of cuts off, but again, minor gripe. Jet on the leg. Even has the detail on the bottom of the feet. So pretty cool. Articulation really isn't a slouch. Like I stated before, it can pretty much do anything you saw it do on screen. Hence the limited head, but head can fully rotate. And when you swap out the neck pieces and it's looking straight up, it still just rotates. A little bit of give, kind of wibbly wobbly, but not enough to really hold. I think it's just a byproduct of the assembly. Of course, upper abdomen and waist. Like basically there's a joint in the top part and in the bottom part, and then the middle piece is separate from both. So really good waist turn on this guy, up, down. Shoulder, all the way around. Even kind of in and out-ish. Make sure you can reach in front of him. I guess you could say double jointed. It's jointed once at the top here and then once at the bottom. So it gives you a good range of motion there. More little detail, and you can see they kind of brushed in darker towards the end there. Of course, hand rotates. It has a pivot that you could probably try to position so it can go either in and out or up and down. Mine just happens to go in and out on this hand. I think it actually goes, yeah, it goes up and down on this one. It's just like a, you know, like one peg's on this end, the joint's in the middle, and the other peg continues, and it just kind of gets rotated as you move the wrist. But you can finagle it to do what you will with it. Hip all the way around, in and out, a little bit up and down, not a lot. Knee, kind of, again, with the double, major one being in the top part, minor in the bottom. Pretty good knee. Full ankle, in and out. Pivot from side to side. So you can get some cool Mechagodzilla stomping poses. Now you can hear the metal clacking on each other there. And of course a little toe. So yeah, really, really neat little figure. Again, it's plain, but you know, it works because that's how he looked. He does come with the extra attachment accessories to make him in flight mode. He also, much like Godzilla, comes with his beam, his sonic rain boom, special effect beam. Now this brings in the one gripe I have of the figure. I'll show you real quick. There's the beam, you know, blah blah blah, stand just like Godzilla, except it has ground instead of a shockwave. Here's Godzilla's. On the instructions, somewhere, as clear as day, well, you know, in Japanese as clear as day, it shows you to put it inside of his mouth. Durr. And there's a picture of him in flight mode. In case you're wondering how to switch everything out. lots of Japanese. That's probably important. And like I said, it brings me to the one gripe. Regular Godzilla's, as you can see, is angled at the end. So his mouth just kind of choms over and it looks like it's coming out of his mouth. In the review of Godzilla, I said due to space restrictions, I probably wouldn't display him. I have since fixed that, and that's how I display him, shooting the fire breath. Mechagodzilla, however, because of his teeth design, you see in there, I mean, Godzilla has teeth, but they're not that far pronounced from the jaw as Mechagodzilla's is. The straight kind of peg that is the end of it just does not. I mean, you can get it in there. Don't get me wrong. But I just think it would be a shame to like mess up the paint and or mess up the molding on one of his teeth. Now, I did notice, and like I said, in his series of movies, it kind of was his thing to shoot it out of his belly. It is a perfect fit inside of that little circle. So, you know, it's an option if you choose to display him with it. I just kind of have him chilling there. But that's my one gripe. And some other reviewers gripe that with the Godzilla it kind of fans out here at the end. But if you think about it, monster fight, blah, and it looks like he's getting hit. So that's really cool. Whereas this one just kind of is a beam. I know Space Godzilla comes with his little lightning. I think it just kind of trails off too. It doesn't actually have like a impact at the end. But other than that's honestly my one little gripe. Other than the fact that I personally prefer Mechagodzilla 3 to this version. But, you know, we're finally getting a good line of really detailed, really awesome Godzilla figures. And, so, take what you get. It's either these or like the American-made Bandai hunk of plastic. You cut a slot in them, it could be a bank sort of thing. So, a really cool figure. I actually forgot how much I got him for, to be honest with you. I've had him for a little bit now. I do have Mechagodzilla, or not Mecha, bleh. I do have Space Godzilla pre-ordered. He's due out this month, according to Big Bad Toy Store. He ran me about $90. Passed on pre-ordering Mogira because I think he just looks stupid, and that's not one of my favorite monsters. Hopefully, either I will have money or be employed by the time King Ghidorah comes out because he just looks awesome. But anyway, just in case you're wondering, quick look at the box art here. He comes packaged, facing outward. SH Monsterarts. Can only presume that says Sonic Rainboom Ultra Mega Ultra Attack. That's all in there. Japanese can fit a lot of words in that. Choking, you know, all that good stuff. Side of the package, action pose. Back of the package, more action poses. Him in flight mode. And, I guess a generic movie poster from one of the movies they took the design from. And, the name. So, yeah. SH Monsterarts Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla 2, to be exact, of the 90s series of Godzilla movies.